Hi, I'm Katie Couric. Welcome to Eye to Eye. You may not know motion capture actor Kenny Bell on sight, but if you're one of the millions who have played the popular video game Madden NFL, well, you've probably seen him in action. Richard Schlesinger caught up with Bell and Madden producer Ian Cummings to discuss bringing football's moves to the virtual field.
How many guys can you mimic out here on this playing field?
Here, probably every guy in the NFL. Me, all the skill guys, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like, this is probably the best studio that I've been in. You got field turf. I mean, if you're a player, once you get on this, you turn into game mode. It's time to go to work.
So, which players have you turned into in your head out here?
Well, I'm always me.
Yeah.
But I turn into Reggie Bush, Barry Sanders, Tiki Barber, Warwick Dunn, LaDainian Tomlinson, Santana Moss.
A lot of different guys. Now, I mean, how different are those guys? I mean, how many different ways are there to catch a ball?
It's a lot of different ways to catch a ball. If you watch on Sunday, these guys are making acrobatic catches and everything. So sometimes you have to kind of defy the laws of gravity and nature to do some of these moves.
Who do you like doing the best?
It's two. I have to say Steve Smith and Chad Johnson.
What does Steve Smith do that you like? Show me a Steve Smith move that's different from somebody else.
He's really good at
And don't tackle me.
Oh, no. He's good at he's very elusive, so he'll come to one side here and then come right back around. So
and how is that different from the way somebody else might do it?
Because a lot of guys, they set up before they make a move. Like some guys come into the move and they'll set their feet, then go. With him, he's more of a one cut. So you get here, last minute, boom, right around.
And action. Nice, there it is. Cut. Good grab.
So, could NFL guys do this? I mean, could the pro players do this?
To be honest with you, it's not cut out for everybody. Every player can't come in and just say, I'll play football, I can do this, because you have to be conscious of the area you're working with. You have to know the guys you're working with. It's more like a chemistry. You got to be graceful. It's a real skill. It's a talent.
It's almost like acting a little bit, acting and athletics at the same time.
Exactly.
So when you're out here playing whoever you're playing, what goes on in your mind? I mean, when the other guy comes at you, what are you seeing in your mind?
Touchdown. Especially if I'm on offense, all I'm thinking is get away from this guy and score. Regardless, even if it's not an end zone in the back, my goal is to get around him as fast and as quick as possible and make it as sharp and as perfect as possible.
And so even though we're in a studio in Vancouver and there's just two of you on this field, what's it feel like to you up here when you're in the moment?
It feels like, it's funny. It's more like and I know any player can relate to me on this. It's more like a euphoric state, because you're thinking. You go into this game mode, like everything closes out, and it's you and this guy, one-on-one. This might be a good buddy of mine, but I have to, do what I have to do to be successful. And that's the mode you go into.
Sometimes they don't want you to win. Sometimes they want you to mess up.
Sometimes you have to, take the loss for whatever segment we're doing. But majority of the time, I got to win every time.
So when they tell you when they tell you this time, you're not going to win, pal.
Yeah, I take my pride and I set him to the side, and I just kind of stroke his ego while I'm taking all these hits.
Live to fight another day.
Exactly.
Okay.
And action.
What are you, Ian?
Yikes.
Sort of the Steven Spielberg of football video games?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm still just a designer. I design a lot of the features for the Madden series, and motion capture is a big part of it. You need that kind of backup. You need animation there to sell a feature or to really get the gamer at home to experience something new that you've added.
Do you really need a football player to do this? I mean, can't you just make anybody seem like a football player?
No, you definitely can't. You do need a real athlete, and that's what's been so great about Kenny and a lot of our other actors and athletes that we've gotten over the last 5-6 years. These guys are really on the cutting edge. They're right there trying to get in the NFL. They're really close in terms of athletic ability. And we can have them emulate real superstars in the NFL, and then we can also have them emulate guys that aren't as skilled. It's hard to do the other way around. If we have guys that are less skilled trying to emulate a Randy Moss or a Chad Johnson, it's not going to look that good. But we can tell Kenny to slow down. We can tell Kenny to stumble when he jukes, and he can emulate that pretty well.
Does he like doing that as much as he likes catching the winning pass?
Kenny does not like downgrading his skill, and we've had a lot of funny incidents where we're trying to make him drop passes and he won't. He just can't. So that's been the only struggle I think we've had with him, is making him be worse.
Cut.